Hello and welcome back to this second episode. We are still playing Burntime, and in the first episode, I've shown you how I've walked around in the area a little bit and observed other players and also established some settlements here. And we also remember at the end of the last episode, we were able to make a rat trap. And with this rat trap, we're able to now harvest rats from this place. And that is a good thing. So now we are moving on and we can decide to go into this direction here. This is called refinery. And if we actually click on this refinery here, what we see is that this place is radioactively contaminated. And that means that if we actually stay in this place, this will be very harmful for our health. And obviously that's not what we want. So we're actually not gonna go inside this place, refinery. We are going to keep moving. And at a later point, I'll show you what it takes to actually go into these places without seeing any damage to your health. So there are special PPE suits one can either trade or find the parts for. And so that is something we could do at a later point. We're now in this place called Paradise Camp. And I'm just checking out what's here. There's a little bit of food here, some maggots. And I'm seeing that one could also trap dogs here and find meat. So this is a very prosperous little area. That's why it's called Paradise Camp. It also has some water, 7 daily rations per day. And seeing some stuff lying around here. So let's check this out. Oh, okay, a skull. Yeah, let's just take that. We might want to just catch some of these dogs, so I'm activating this, and yeah, let's do that because we actually need some meat to trade or to do other things. Let's get one more at least, and we can actually carry much more, so it's actually worthwhile to catch one more dog. There you go. And we'll do that. With this meat, we should also be able to recruit someone who we can station here in this place. And maybe that could be Gordon. Hi, stranger. What's up? No idea. Would you like to work for me? Give me meat and I'll work for you. And he obviously is a warrior. So that is it. I'm just going to station here. And we now have this settlement. There's some water here. We have our food. And what we could do is for now just leave the knife here, and then we know if we do that we will harvest these maggots. So that's happening. One of those is already here, so let's eat that just so we have plenty of food. We just have to find it. I think we went into this one already. Let's try this one. There it is. Okay, so I still have 7 rations, and then my friend here only has 2. So what I'll do to avoid splitting up the rations, I'll let Brain Man eat that completely on his own. And so he gets the full 3 rations. And now we're all rejoining. Okay, so we have found Paradise Camp. We have this. We know we can harvest meat here if we find parts for a trap. And we should keep going. So, yeah, we could, for example, actually visit the city. So I'm going to pass by the refinery and go to this city, Heaven's Gate. So now I believe this is the first time we're entering a city, and a city is a little bit different. In a city, you'll see lots of people, and there is no option here to fight, so you cannot actually fight anyone in a city. You would not be able to hunt dogs or anything, and you cannot take control over the city by just stationing someone here. So it's kind of like a neutral area. But what you can usually find is like various places. For example, there's usually a merchant where you can trade things, and you'll find a doctor here. There's also other things like a bar where if you are thirsty or you need water, you can get that there. Oh, there's something lying around, so that does happen too. You could find things in a city. Let's see what's lying around here. Oh, a snake. Awesome. That is great. So let's get this and so we also should at some point find a doctor, because you see our health is not at the top. That is because we were fighting all these dogs. So let's see what the merchant has. Nice. A spring. A spring is one of the parts we need to make a trap. One of the other parts we need is tin, and then all we still need is a wire. Now we can trade what we have, preferably our food and water. We probably will not need the skull for anything, so I'll just throw this in here. A water bottle is a good item to trade. Maybe both. Not quite. Let's see. Maybe the snake. Okay, there we go. Can we take something back? The skull doesn't make a huge difference here, so maybe just the skull. Oh, awesome. Okay, so we get the spring for a water bottle, a snake, and a skull. That is a good deal. I think we should take that. And now we have stuff. Great, yeah. And we have that. Cool. And actually let's do the following. I'm just gonna put this here. I'm gonna ask Brainman. He says, I have no idea. Okay, well, that is interesting, because I have an idea. I thought he would know too, but basically all we need is a wire, and then he can make a trap from that. And yeah, since we're here on the road and we've still exploring and trying to find items, at the same time our settlements, they're all harvesting food, so we can come back to them later and pick it up. But for now we can venture out and still see what's going on here. We're carrying enough food, we have water. Oh, there's a bunch of dogs coming. Great. So we're at this rest stop here. We're finding a trader. What's up? Not much. Business isn't so hot right now, but you could help me out. I've got some interesting things for you. Okay, let's see what you have. Great. This is what we want. We want the wire. And let's see, maybe the water bottle is enough? No, maybe the meat. The meat is enough. And we saw a bunch of dogs roaming around here, so we'll be able to find meat again. Nice. Wire, tin, spring. We have these 3 items. Let's check out our inventory and ask Brainman again. I could make a trap out of tin, spring, and wire. Okay, make me a trap. Perfect. So we have this trap, and we know that in Paradise Camp, we could actually place that and catch dogs and make meat. Okay, let's see what is going on in here. Now in this rest stop, we see There's a water bottle standing around, and there's some water here, but there's actually no food. So this means we actually cannot station someone here without supplying them with food. They will not be able to sustain themselves. There's nothing here. And so that's why I'm not going to get this settlement taken as of now. But let's go to the House of Water, and there's a water bottle, just take that. We see actually a lot of water is stored here, which is great. We basically were back filled up to 5 rations. My health is a little bit on the lower end now. I have to be careful, but it definitely is worthwhile to try to catch a few more dogs just so we have some meat. We can then also use the meat to give it to a doctor to help me heal again. So that's what we're going to do now. We are going to catch a few dogs. Very good. We have this one. And now and there's another one. Let's catch it. Very good. Okay. And we still have a lot of, free room to carry stuff, and there's plenty of dogs roaming around here. So let's catch a few more. Because all this meat we can use to trade things, and with things we trade, we can, build traps and, hire people. So it's good to have meat. So since we can find that easily here, 3 more. We just have to make sure I'm not getting too low on my health here, because that could end the game for us here. Let's get this dog. There you go. And there's one more. Let's see, 35. Okay, cutting it very close here. Nice. And just one more, and then we're good. We're good. Yeah. Okay, this was the last one, 21. Okay, it's time to see the doctor. And we know that we can find a doctor in the city. So let's make that move. Let's go to the main map. We are headed towards Heaven's Gate to see the doctor. And we're carrying a lot of meat, so we can actually see what else we can find here. Here we are, and we're going to see the doctor. All right, here he is. And so how this works is we'll just offer him meat and then press the heal button. We see our health is at 21%, 57. I do want it to be a little bit higher. If we are above 70, our body will heal itself. So I'm going to give him one more meat, and perfect. Okay, 93. This is a good place to be at. And because we're here and we know there's a merchant, and we might also always find things here, let's see what the merchant has. Screws. Okay, he still has that skull that we gave him. The screws could be useful at some point. Let's see if we can get that for... I'm not sure if I want to give meat for that. So yeah, I don't think we need those right away. It also looks like we could always find those here. Actually, no, I'll change my mind. Let's get those screws because we have plenty of meat. So let's just trade that in. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we are in good health again, and we have plenty of meat and water carried around. we've made a trap, and we know we can place this here in Paradise Camp. So we're gonna make this move to go here and then to Paradise Camp. At this point, it might actually be worthwhile just taking a look at where everyone else is. So we've been lucky. Our opponents have been kind of clustering around here on the southern part of the map, and we can freely roam around here, which is great for us. We can just expand. Oh, there's a trader. Hello, might you be interested in a good deal? Oh, interesting. Okay. Electrical odds and ends. We will not need this right now. This could become interesting for something later, but a wire is good. It would always help us to make a trap of any kind. So let's get the wire. The knife, not right now. Okay, with wire screws, perfect. Let's see what we have here. So yeah, we've made some maggots. We have the knife here. Let's go into the tent, find where we left the knife and the, okay, and we have the maggots here. Let's say we're just gonna eat them. And I'm going to place the trap here. And when I do that, I also have to make sure I'm switching this over. Now this place produces 5 daily rations of meat every day. One of those rations will go to my stationed employees. Employee, which is 1. And so this means a net production of 4 daily rations per day. So in a little bit more than 2 days, it would actually create 1 piece of meat, because a meat is 9 daily rations. So this is great. We'll let that happen here. We're drinking some water. We can also pick up this knife again, because this was used to harvest the maggots, but we're not going to do that anymore. Perfect, we have a meat production. This is all going well. And now let's move out. It's time to actually get back to the place Snake Hills, where we have set up the rat trap. We're very likely to actually be harvesting some rats now. Here we are, and we also know where to find them once they're harvested. This is our employee egghead, and in the cave, 4 rats. Very nice. Okay. 4 rats, very nice. So we will have to eat at some point, so we should just do that right now. And then we can just carry all these rats along. We have enough space. At some point, we might just want to get rid of one of these water bottles, maybe during a trade. We don't need that much water to carry along, but it's good to have that, and that also helps us to trade. So here's also, there's plenty of water, so now our water is refilled, our food is very high, our rat trap is working, and we're making meat in Paradise Camp. So we're actually economically growing quite well at this point. So this is looking actually very strong. Now our opponents, they're already kind of struggling with each other and are, you know, competing for settlements here. We still have actually a good opportunity here to take all these settlements for ourselves and set up food production there. That will help us to further expand, hire people, buy weapons, and also, you know, then engage in this struggle here. Because ultimately what we need to do is we need to take control over the majority of the map. And so that's what we're doing anyways, but it also helps to have a lot of food production going on for that. Now this was episode 2 of playing Burntime. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then feel free to join me in the next episode. Thank you very much.